This is ContactTalkRadio.com. Consciousness in action. And you are taking action into your consciousness by tuning into Contact Talk Radio.
Welcome back, everyone. You're listening to Serving Consciously. I'm your host, Elizabeth Bishop. And today, Alexander Demetrius is with us. And is there anything more that you'd like to add in concrete terms around that heroic sequence and what that looks like?
Certainly. I'll use the practical example of why I'm conducting this interview from Milan, Italy.
Perfect. I love it.
So I decided that for my 43rd birthday, I would give myself the gift of travel. And on the day that I turned 43, I landed from California in Iceland, which was the midway point between California and Dublin. So on my birthday, I was in Iceland just as a little layover, and then I was in Dublin. So I did that. Now, I live with these Brazilian roommates. They're younger than I, but they have this spirit of adventure, and they said, we're going to Italy. Do you want to come with us? Well, by golly, yes. So when I booked my ticket, I just made my return flight for the morning without asking them, who are providing my transportation, when they are going to the airport. Well, they booked their ticket for at night. So they had no intention of being at the airport in the morning. So in order for me to leave on the same day as them, it would cost me 200 euros to get back in the same day to change the ticket. So I looked at the flights, and if I stayed for 4 days longer in Italy, I could get that same flight for 37 euros. Wow. And including my stay at the hostel and food, it would roughly come out to 200 euros. So I could either get the immediate 200 euros, poof, I'm back in Dublin, Ireland, or I can extend my stay on my own and continue the journey and conduct this interview as further proof of the reward of not knowing from Milan, Italy, and have this amazing experience. And life is always giving us choices. And this was a clear indicator that I am not just about the reward of not knowing so that I can sell more books. This is literally how I conduct myself, because I see former, you might say, versions of myself in everybody I meet. And that is rocket fuel for me to continue to have the courage, which is not the opposite of fear. It is being afraid and moving forward anyway. And in that same breath, I can also say that there was no mistake in me not considering, okay, when are they going to leave? I was so wrapped up in the excitement of just going to Italy. I just said, okay, I'm going to leave here and I'm going to come back there. And the universe says, okay, now here's a challenge. What are you going to do with that? Well, because I see life is always happening for me, I think I chose the right thing. And so,
yes.
So I am now becoming a photographer, amongst other things, and throwing up all these pictures on my Instagram account that are showing how I'm growing in another aspect of myself from this community that I thought was just for millennials. And now I have more content that I'm able to create. And as far as what this is leading to, I have a vague general idea of what I could be. But the idea is just to do, and that is really the spirit that I hope to transfer from myself through my excitement into somebody out there who is listening, who says, no, the life that I'm living just will not do. Is there anybody who can relate to me? And is there anybody who is doing something that will show me that an ordinary Joe or Jane like myself can break past their own fears and land on their feet? And I'm here as a human testimony to show you that my life is riddled in mistakes, but because I see that they're happening for me, it is the diamond that starts off at coal, and the coal, all it needs is time and pressure, and withstanding that pressure, poof, you have the perfect diamond. So remembering that you are in the world but not of it, and you are having the thoughts, but you are not the thoughts, are one of the tools that really hone and tune you into your true identity, which is the identity in the guy next to you. So why would you ever conduct yourself maliciously to your neighbor when you know that whatever you do to the web, you are doing to yourself?
Mm-hmm.